Okay, yeah, this is the week for designated for Simcha, and I see already from the reaction to the past week's WhatsApps that this is probably a topic that we should speak every single day. But the other things to speak about too. But certainly the underlying theme, and as we pointed out, that the way to get out of bed, and if you start your day with joy, then the rest of the day has much more of a chance of being with joy. So we're going to discuss another tool. And this tool, I heard from Rabbi Daniel, I used to say, and you'll think that I always thought he made up these words. In fact, I recently said it to someone, and they said, for sure these words, for sure he made up these words. He used to say, exteriority bestirs interiority. In the language of the Mesilas Yesharim and Chassidus, it means the chitzonius is me'orer the pnimius. So exteriority bestirs interiority, Rabbi Daniel used to say, and it's exactly what it is. And actually, but if you look up in the dictionary, it's real words. It means that when a person decides, and I suggest this, that when you wake up in the morning, usually you don't have a smile. And if you decide with the Maidani, and as we said, and you decide that the Baal Dava, the Yitzhahar, whatever you want to call him, is not taking away a simcha, and you say, I'm going to smile, and you force yourself to smile, that has an effect. In fact, today science already will tell you that it creates that the brain creates endorphin, not just endorphins, it produces serotonin. So this is a scientific, but Chazal say, if a person is acting like he's sameach, then he's going to be sameach. This is already a yesod. It's called chitzonis ma'avpnimis. Of course, it doesn't work independent. If a person decides to wear clothing of a chassid, and chassid means going the pnimus shasin, and he doesn't try in the pnimius, in an inner level, to live that way, then it's not going to happen either. But it really means both. But it has an incredible place in Judaism, and it has an effect. And I want to suggest even something else. Rabbi Daniel used to say that at least once a day a person should turn to Hashem and say, I love you. It was a little bit odd when he would say it, but this is something Baruch Hashem today. People have a song, we already pointed this out, almost never in davening does it say that, Rabbi Hashem, I love you. But that's something that when a person says it to the Rabbi Hashem, it has an effect. Rav Nachman used to say that a person sometimes when he's so sad, he should force himself to simply dance and do something even silly. The Gemara has it already, there's a Gemara like this in Maseches Ksuvas, Ahanish Tusei. The Rav Shmuel, the Gemara discusses the idea that by chasanos, people would do things that are silly. But I would even suggest once a day, I'm sure Moshe already does this anyway, once a day, take 2 minutes and dance in front of the Rebbeinu Shalom. Dance in front of the Rebbeinu Shalom and say, Rebbeinu Shalom, thank you so much. So the, yes, you heard by Baruch Hashem, hundreds of people. The aside is now, when it comes to this week's parsha, this is one of my favorite Ma'amorei Chazal. The pasuk says, "Chachlili enaim miyayin uleven shinayim mechalav." So, the very difficult psukim. If you look at long Rashis and Targum Onkelos, "Chachlili enaim miyayin," a person is red-eyed from wine, uleven shinayim mechalav. And ben shinayim pashma means teeth, but this is a most amazing divrei Chazal for dentists. It always shocked me that a dentists don't put this in right when you walk in, because the ven shinayim mechalav, Chazal say it means the following. This is a Gemara in Ksuvah Daf Kuf Yudaf Amud Beis. Rabbi Yochanan says, "Toiv hamal bin shinayim lechaveiro yoiser mimashkeu chalav." So the literal translation. This is the first time I read this Gemara years ago. I mamish thought this is what it's referring to a dentist. Tov hamal bin shinayim lechaveiro. Better someone that makes your teeth white than someone that gives you milk. And I was like, what? What is that? Whitening of the teeth? But then I saw a Rashi. Pashup Pshat means someone that gives you a smile is better than someone that gives you milk. That means when someone gives you a smile, that means when you walk around, like they said from Avisah Salanter, that your face is L'shus Arabim. But it's not just a musal word. It's true. Just like we just said that when you smile, it has an effect on yourself. It certainly has an effect on someone else. And there's stories upon stories, personally myself, I'm sure everyone has stories of people that came over to someone else and said, you should know that when I came to shul and that time and you came over and you gave me a smile, it changed my whole experience in that shul. There are people, mamish, that are walking around and you wouldn't even know it because you gave them a smile. And the pshat, I think, on a deeper level is because a smile is a davar ruchni. It gives a person already a spiritual lift. As opposed to milk. See, milk, first of all, certainly a source of milk is healthy until whatever the changes of the milk. But milk is healthy. It was always healthy. But even though it's healthy, it's a physical health. And of course, it's a positive thing to give someone milk too. But to give someone a smile changes a person and lifts them. And that's what Chazal are telling us. That just a physical smile, in fact, there's a beautiful line that says that smile is a small curve that sets a lot of things straight. A person walks around with a smile, it affects himself and it affects everyone else.